Hi guys, welcome to another episode of The Floral Chair. My name is Zuena. I am a transformative life coach and I am so happy that you are here. The Floral Chair is a chair with flowers, but it's a little bit more than that. It's a place where I have some wonderful thoughts. Sometimes I break down to break through and those thoughts that I'm having, I'm sharing with you. You're watching this on my IGTV, which is Gree, a lifestyle brand that I've created to help you take charge of your life. Because sometimes you have to tell people in situations, listen, you ain't gonna agree, but I gotta do this for me to get to the next level. And then we take action by either stopping our negative behaviors and patterns or by starting to cultivate great positive habits that are going to propel us towards our goal. This week, we're talking about self-doubt. It's in everybody. Even the most confident people experience self-doubt. When I started doing this wonderful series, I had self-doubt. I know some experienced public speakers that to this day, when they get up on a podium or they're in front of a crowd, they get self-doubt. It manifests as a little voice in the back of your head. Some people feel it as butterflies in the pit of their stomach. Some people have physical representations of it. It could be chills on your arms or break out in a cold sweat. That's all self-doubt. For today's video, we're gonna just call it that little voice in the back of our head, that little annoying voice at the back of our head. And what self-doubt does, if you imagine, if you will, you have a thread on a piece of your clothes, and let's call your clothes your confidence. So the self-doubt is the hand, and it just says, man, I'm gonna pick at that thread. And it picks at the thread, and then all of a sudden, it starts to unravel your clothing or your confidence. What's going on there is that thread that your hand has found, your self-doubt hand has found, that is fear. Self-doubt ignites fear. And it's pulling at it and it's chipping away at your confidence until you're left just stuck, where you're left staggering, where you're left in a frozen position because you can't get past that little voice in your head that's saying, I'm not good enough. What you're doing, no one's going to like. Why you even try to start that, you know you're gonna fail, right? That's what that voice in the back of your head is saying. But let me tell you, we gotta put up a fight, duke up, because that voice isn't the best voice to listen to. Okay, we're not Pinocchio, that's not our Jiminy Cricket. No, you can ignore this voice. Any voice that tells you you're not good enough, you're not strong enough, you're not pretty enough, you're not confident enough, listen, blast it back to whence it came, all right? I have some tips that I'm going to share with you that help me when I'm battling with self-doubt and have helped some of my clients as well. The first thing I like to do is you gotta quash the fears. And you do that by grounding yourself within your knowledge. It's as simple as if you are trying to be an expert in video gaming, play your video game. All right? If you are going to be an expert in public speaking, practice your public speaking. Get to a point where your confident level or your skill is at an 11. You're doing this because although the self-doubt will be there, you're going to have evidence that you can achieve. And that's a big game changer, having evidence. You know what they say, the proof is in the pudding? When you can see it, you can believe it. Yes. So you need to have those evidence pieces in your memory that are saying to you, every time that voice is speaking, you can do it. You can say, well, I did it on September 15th. Didn't seem so bad then. Or you can say, well, I did think that, but then I did the practice, I did the certification, I read the book, saw the video. So I feel a little bit more confident now. So what's stopping me? So that evidence is crucial. So be grounded in your knowledge. Another tip that I like to use when I'm faced with self-doubt, affirmations. I truly, truly love an affirmation. If you watched my last video on mirror work, you would have seen the affirmation that I use daily, which is I'm a capable and stunning being. I am in charge of my life because I'm in charge of my actions and my reactions. And affirmations are great reminders to ourselves about what we want to achieve, but also who we are. So sometimes, especially if I'm having an off week, and it happens a lot sometimes, guys, I'm not gonna tell, like, we got them off weeks on a regular. However, I don't stay in an off week, correct? So what I do is I usually have like a post-it note, or I have my big beautiful whiteboard. If you shift through my Instagram pictures, you will see it. It's situated right there in my living room where I can't miss it. If I'm walking down the corridor just before I'm leaving my house, I see the whiteboard and there's always a quote there that's a reminder to me, an affirmation that I've put up, something that reminds me of who the heck I am, all right? Because I'm capable and I'm stunning. I'm in charge of my life because I'm in charge of my actions and my reactions. And then the third thing that I like to do when I'm faced with self-doubt, take a breath. Take a deep, cleansing breath. I'm not an expert in breath work. I can't tell you, different levels of breathing, etc. But I can tell you that taking a deep breath, holding for a couple of seconds, and exhaling with a verbal noise, that's important, with a verbal noise, makes a huge difference in getting my mind back on track. Because what it does is it breaks up what you're thinking about yourself. So your focus isn't on the negativity that's coming out from your self-doubt demon. It's instead focused on the breath that you're taking in and the action that you're doing. So by breaking that train of thought, you're resetting yourself, and then you can re-tackle the problem. Guys, I can't stress how much that helps. It's really an opportunity when you can't physically remove yourself from the situation or the fear that you're feeling. This is a great way to settle your mind. So just to recap, we're going to ground ourselves in our knowledge, because let me tell you that our confidence level needs to be high. The foundation we stand on needs to be strong. All right? And then we're going to have our affirmations physically out somewhere where we can see them as great reminders of the person we are. And then we're taking deep breaths, holding for a few seconds, and then doing a verbal exhale. Whatever that noise sounds like to you, give voice to it on the inside and let it go, because we're getting rid of that fear. We're expelling it from our souls and from our energies. We're cleansing it. And we're doing this because self-doubt can't live in this house no more. You hear me? It can't. You guys are too beautiful, too powerful, too important and unique to this world. Your contribution, guys, no one else can do it. It's your contribution. It's what you're giving to us. And I know you have a lot to offer. Even if you don't think of it of yourself, trust me, you can get there. Step by step, we pipping. Progress is progress. As always, this is a conversation, so I would love to have you guys in the comments telling me what you do to get rid of self-doubt. Anybody who can learn from anyone. I'm telling you guys, you don't have to be an expert, you don't have to be certified. Your experiences can help heal, can help grow someone else. Like, just share. It's a community. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and as always, lots of love.